Yo, it's Real 92.3, man. Bootleg Kev, DJ Head.
West Coast.
Special guest in here, DaBaby.
Yeah.
Welcome, goddammit.
Repping Carolina in the building, man.
My pleasure to be here,
Last time you
man.
was up here and we did an interview was like, was it almost 2 years ago? It's been a while, man.
2 years, yeah. Matter of fact, yeah.
It was a minute. Yo, for a lot of people who don't know, man, like when I first heard of you was because you went out to South by a few years ago and you was in a diaper.
Facts.
Yeah. And you was
Facts.
Now, when I heard that, I was like, that's like his name's DaBaby.
Right. How you react to
it's
it?
a gimmick.
I thought it was corny. I thought it was corny.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was like, you know what?
How
Like,
you feel now?
no. The music backed it up, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't.
Immediately, or it took a minute?
No. When you after you came up here the first time,
Right.
I like dove into your shit.
When was that? When we did Radio Room? Okay.
Yeah, and I just remember thinking like, yo, man, if you got the balls to jump out in a diaper,
big nuts,
you got to be fire.
Big ball.
Now, if the music was trash, it would have went left.
Hell
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, most definitely.
Facts, man. Talk about like what I like about you is obviously if you listen to your music, you're a gangster. You know what I'm saying? You come from the streets, but you also I think that what separates you from everybody else that's kind of in your lane is you have personality. You're funny. You're not afraid to be yourself. You're not afraid to be like
not at all
playful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not at all.
Like what made you like make that decision when everybody's so serious?
That's
you know
really
what I'm
just me. That ain't even no decision I made. Like that's just how I'm set up. That's me. You know what I mean? That's
a lot
me.
of people are actually that way too, but they don't portray that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, that ain't it. That ain't no way you want to live. You know what I mean? This shit already tiring enough. You know what I mean? Doing it. Just doing this period. So for somebody to be doing this and to be putting on the front and constantly trying to be somebody else or put on a facade, like I know that kind of shit got to be like completely overwhelming.
It's kind of stressful, right?
Yeah. So I just, I'm just me
at all times.
Yeah. I'm just me.
What's your relationship?
And it's a lot with me. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah.
What's your relationship like with the city of LA, Los Angeles? I know you rep the LA hats a lot.
Yeah, you got the LA hat on the cover.
Even on the cover on
hats, I get hats for like the color.
Oh, okay.
But I won't wear just any hat though. Hell no.
Because I wear LA. That's the only hat I wear because I'm born and raised here. But you obviously from where you from.
Yeah.
I was like, I really appreciate even on your album cover.
Right. Facts. I got the blue.
You just show love.
Yeah. I fuck with LA though. I love LA. You know what I mean? I love LA. But on my album cover, don't keep it LA real. Like, I wouldn't even cap like that because I got that much love for LA. I just, it just matched with the shoes I had on.
That's
we
how I
couldn't even see the shoes on the album cover.
That's what I'm saying. So I didn't know where we was gonna go with it at first. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely though. I fuck with LA. LA like my favorite place to be.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Sure.
Obviously, Charlotte, like, not the deepest hip hop history as far as like people who have like really popped off. Like, was Petey Pablo from Charlotte? I know he's from North Carolina. I don't know if
Petey Pablo ain't from Charlotte.
Luke Nasty.
He ain't from Charlotte.
He's not from Charlotte either.
He from Winston.
Okay, well then.
Ain't Luke Nasty from Winston. Yeah, he from Winston.
It's definitely, obviously J. Cole's from Fayetteville, which is a whole nother area. But do you feel like it's a lot harder breaking out of that city as opposed to if you were maybe from Atlanta or you're from New York? You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Most definitely, because it ain't never been done before.
Especially like a city like Charlotte, where like CIA is there every year. You know what I mean? Like the whole industry is in that motherfucker every single year.
Yeah, like we didn't kick doors down with what we got going on, like major doors. You know what I mean? Like this city ain't never seen nothing like it. They ain't never seen nothing like it. So with SCMG, what we did for the city of Charlotte, like we already like legendary.
No
real
facts.
Talk. And that ain't even, if I was speaking, if I was from the outside looking in, like I wouldn't even be that modest speaking on it. You know what I mean? I would be like, it's crazy what we got going on. So it's definitely dope.
I thought it was a big W. I think you did like 20-some thousand the first week, and I really don't like. I mean, that's with really no promo. You know what I'm saying? Except for you guys. I'm assuming you guys are doing all your own videos.
Yeah, for sure.
And the videos are fire.
For sure.
When did you kind of start to notice like everything turning a corner? Like, was it just being consistent, putting out music? Because I know you guys have been on the like putting out visuals consistently for a long time. Yeah,
it was really like when I dove like all the way in here first with like the visuals, like bringing. You know what I mean? Like controlling the visuals. Like when we did like pull-up music, when we dropped pull-up music, then Gorilla Glue, then we dropped Baby Top 5, a mixtape. Like my last 3 projects, like crazy. Like all of them did numbers. You know what I mean? They just did numbers like quietly.
Yeah. No, but they were doing numbers for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Millions and millions and millions of streams. You know what I mean? Like 30 plus. Like it's like a year ago today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's really when it started turning the corner, and we dropped Blank Blank. You know what I mean? Dropped Blank Blank, had next song on Blank Blank, 21 on Blank Blank. That went crazy, and we just
21. Yeah, it's crazy. You got a new album, and 21 still moving,
Still
like on the chart,
crazy.
and that's on the last project.
Like number 19. You know what I mean? At Urban Radio.
That's what's up, dog.
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
Yeah, I appreciate
Hey,
it.
how annoying is it when people confuse you with Lil Baby?
They don't confuse me with Lil Baby. Like name wise.
Name wise.
Yeah, people don't confuse me with them. Like, but the people, like the kind of people that confuse the names, they real deal. Like, be fans. I just think they just be moving too quick. Like, they just be so excited. You know what I mean? Like, when they say it, I like, nah, I'm not Lil Baby, bro. Nah, bro, damn. You know, my fault, bro.
Okay.
I was just listening to your shit too. They be like, damn, bro, like I fucked up. You know what I mean? But I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? Like I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping at all.
That's what's up.
You know, it is what it is.
Because I know when the name is like right there, it'd be like, I know somebody probably done slipped up.
Yeah, plenty of people. You know what I mean? But they dead ass be talking to me. But it just fuck around and say it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that also says a lot about what you're doing. The fact
absolutely.
that Lil Baby is as big as he is, and you can come on, and I mean, I feel like you've probably been around a little longer than Baby.
Yeah, I was already out when
you've
Lil
been
Baby
out.
popped out. You know what I mean? But salute to him, like the way they popped out, did that thing, man, and like took off like that.
Facts.
That wasn't nothing but motivation. Like that made me turn up.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That made me turn up.
Any chance a Baby and Lil Baby project, or song comes out?
We already got a song today on the Today remix. You know what I mean? That's out on YouTube right now. You can go check that out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll work again soon.
What is it about? You know what I was telling you when you got here. I love how the songs ain't too long.
Right.
It's a real easy project to listen to.
Yeah,
you could just put it on.
Yeah. What inspires you to, make shorter records? You got a minute long record on the album. You know what I'm saying?
I really just go with the flow. You know what I mean? Like I don't follow no rules. Like, you know what I mean? When it comes to music, like I approach every song like my way. However it feel to me, like that's what I do. You know what I mean? Like if I feel like I stop right there, I just stop. Like I leave open verses on certain songs. And they usually like end up with somebody else on it. You know what I mean? Like the shortest song on the project deal with it. We got a feature on that.
It's coming soon. It's gonna be remixed.
Keep that low key.
It may come out before this damn interview.
Oh shit.
Yeah, before we leave up out of here, it may drop. But nah, I just let the energy, I let the vibe take over. You know what I mean? When it comes to music, like I don't really force nothing.
What do you normally like when you rapping in the booth, right? Like what's on your mind at that is there anything specific, or is it always just whatever that record is?
Yeah, I let the music take me there, I let the vibe take me.
Because it be like I heard, like I was listening, I forgot what the name of the song. It did sound like it was kind of aggressive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like, you don't sound angry though. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
like the tone.
I ain't no angry nigga.
No, I know. I'm just saying you cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But it's like the tone was aggressive, but you wasn't angry. Like, is that
right?
Do you notice that when you rapping?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just do me. Like, you know what I mean? I guess, you know what I mean? Like I'm probably like the best at that shit, you know what I mean, in the game, like delivering like the most serious message in the world, but like in a way that you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Right. Like people they probably not even noticing what they saying rapping my shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like I make it that okay. You know what I mean? I make it okay to feel the way you feel. Like I got a song called Up the Street, like bring your bitch ass up the street. Like I don't even you know what I mean? Like that's like
you're not out here still taking phase though, right?
Nah.
Okay. Don't You don't want to do that.
You talk about on the album
Shut the
beating somebody's ass in front of their children.
Exactly. He full of shit.
You got some lines on there that are just like
that should go crazy.
That should?
Yeah, that should go crazy, man.
No, but I saw I respect you because a lot of people ain't really about that shit. I saw it was at a strip club you was at or something. Somebody tried to run up on you and it went left for them.
I wasn't there.
Okay. Well, someone who looked like
I wasn't there. I don't know what you're talking about, right?
I wasn't there.
I heard about it, but I wasn't there.
But like, coming from a city like Charlotte, I feel like those small, I'm from Phoenix, which is another city that's obviously not really on the map like that. But I feel like it's a lot of crab in the barrel mentality in those type of cities. Do you feel yourself like, do you still move around freely in Charlotte, or are you a little bit more calculated about how you move around?
Yeah, I mean, like really with the way I've been living, like I had to be calculated with how I move around before I even start rapping. So like that's not something I'm new to, like knowing how to move. You get what I'm saying? So it ain't no different, you know. And then when you level up, you got to make adjustments. It don't matter what game you in. You know what I mean? Like it don't matter. Like you got to make adjustments. You know what I mean? When you level up, but I still move around freely though. I'm still there.
I'm still there. What do you notice is the biggest difficulty for you making, obviously, the transition, a pivot from one life to another, quote unquote?
What I think is the biggest what?
What's the biggest challenge about that for you? Because some people, like some of the homies I know, they have a problem with going back to the hood and just hanging out. They got a problem with the homies pulling up to the shit that don't got some music shit.
Right.
What do you find is the biggest challenge for you?
I don't know, man. I say probably the biggest challenge is you know, I don't know, it's just dealing with people. You know, you got to deal with people in this business. Like you got to
the fake shit people. Or. Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't even call it fake.
Shit.
It's just everybody ain't set up the same. You know what I mean? Like, everybody ain't set up the same. It's a system to everything. You know, you just got to figure your way out within it. You know what I mean? That's all it is. So, like, I don't take shit too personal. So, that was the main thing. Like, you know, learning to not take shit personal and, you know, get the business handled.
Did you notice that you took the shit personal when you first started?
It ain't even taking the shit personal. It's just standing on certain shit. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? Like just standing on certain shit your entire life and just knowing, you know, this supposed to go that way, that's supposed to go that way. Like, you know, you would react to certain shit in a way that you probably shouldn't be reacting, just based off of how you built, how you set up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that ain't, you know,
different world now.
That ain't how it go. You know, and whatever business you in, and this business is great to you.
I also noticed that you are somebody who don't really get caught up in like the clout chasing. You don't really do the goofy shit. Like, is that something that you kind of like meticulously do? Do you pay attention to that kind of shit or no?
Pay attention to what?
Like the people who do that shit, like that might say something to you crazy. Like, you don't engage with that shit.
You can't take it.
I don't see you engaging with that with the bullshit.
You'll be arguing all damn day and night. Now, sometimes somebody, you know, somebody may hit a nerve and, you know, you slip up and beat your bitch ass up. Or, you know what I mean? Or whatever. But then I always correct it, though. I just sweep it under the rug. Like, man, I'm tripping, man. Whatever. And I get back to business.
Right.
You know, I turn up so hard you forget what happened.
On the album, you're talking about how you ain't made a play in 3 months. You gave the plug to your brother and the track still rolling. Yeah.
Let's go.
How long has it been since you've like had both feet out of that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I never had a foot in it.
You never had a foot in it?
No, absolutely.
I appreciate your
you got to go download the stream Baby on Baby.
I appreciate that.
Details to that question.
He's like, I don't know what you talking about right now.
What you talking about, dog?
What is it? Hell no. Anything you say and do can and will.
I respect that.
You hear me?
Hell no, I hear you.
You know, the biggest artist from the Carolinas, obviously J. Cole. Have you guys had any dialogue?
Yeah, we got a song and everything. Yeah, I just pulled up on him at the Dreamville, brunch. And
oh, shit.
Yeah,
how was that?
Weekend. It was cool. We showed love. You know what I mean?
You guys got a record together coming out?
Yeah, we got a record. It's on him. He got it.
Is it a J. Cole record or is it a DaBaby record? Like the sound. You know what I mean?
What's the DaBaby record?
Okay.
So you probably don't even know how I'm coming.
I want to hear. I liked when Cole hopped on the Moneybag shit and went to his world. I want to hear him hop on your shit.
I want to hear him on your shit.
I'm with whatever. You know what I mean?
But the record's done already.
Working. Yeah, that one's done. But that's just one. You know, that's how this shit go. We just, you know, this shit don't stop at all. That's just one. You know what I mean? The first one just be like, you know, let me see what's up with this nigga anyways.
Right.
When he like,
but I went dumb. He know. I let him.
When
Cole,
he reached out,
because
obviously Cole, you know, he's one of the top dudes in the game. Like when
Cole, raw.
Obviously, him reaching out's got to validate what you're doing.
Oh,
who else?
Sure.
Who else?
That was major.
Who else has reached out that's really made you feel like, oh shit,
tapped in with
motherfuckers just really noticing what I'm doing?
Everybody. Like I just got off the phone with T.I.
That's dope.
Big.
Yeah, like I'm talking about like people who, I'm talking about, bro, money, hoes, cars, and clothes.
Yep.
Like, wow. You get what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of people, you know what I mean, at this point, I don't want to start listening to people and leave nobody out. Because a lot of people have reached out to me, like, on some genuine shit. Some of us, like, we don't even got no records. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't even, they just reaching out, period. You ever need anything, bro? You know what I mean? You need advice on whatever. You need any kind of contacts, whatever. I can, you know what I mean, bridge the gap for you, that type of shit. So a lot of people have reached out.
When did you notice?
A lot of people.
When did you notice like a shift as far as when you first started to where like, okay, people see me now. They
blank
know.
blank.
Yeah.
Blank, most definitely.
Yeah.
Blank.
That's that
and
shit.
that's still like number 18 on the charts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, while
That's
Baby on
crazy.
Baby number 4.
That is crazy.
Hey, y'all just had an All-Star weekend out in the city.
Yes, sir.
That had to be crazy.
I was about to say that, like something crazy, but I'm not gonna go there. But like being in the city, like hosting something like that big, obviously you was out there running around, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like, are you the guy to call when people get their chain take, or like if I'm in Charlotte for All-Star weekend, somebody take my my rental car, can I call you and
fuck no
rental car? First of all, someone steal your rental car, you ain't tripping.
No, the rental car, like when they rent the the shit, the Lambos and like
still you got insurance.
Nah.
You don't have insurance when you rent a car?
No, I'm saying
$250,000.
No, if they stole it, like you know what I'm saying. I want to know.
Don't call Baby.
Okay, bet. So that's
them niggas ain't giving that shit back. I'm gonna tell you that right now. When niggas in Charlotte take your shit, you don't get it.
You don't get it back.
Hell no. Hell no. You don't get it back.
Okay.
Charlotte, has got like a stigma of being like a real racist city still. Is that
racist?
Is that something that you live in there? Is that something
Charlotte ain't racist at all. Charlotte ain't racist at all, unless you talking about like the type shit that you still see everywhere. You know what I mean?
Right. It's not more ramped up out there.
Nah, hell nah. Charlotte ain't like the country. Like you know what I mean? It ain't like no country shit. You know what I mean? Like Charlotte is like a city, but like you would call it country being from New York.
Got you.
Or L.A.
Yeah.
It's small. It's way smaller than L.A. You know what I mean? Or New York and shit, but it's way bigger than a lot of the places you would have in mind when you think about a small town. Right. It's way bigger. You know what I mean? Like we still got like national basketball.
Of course, y'all
football.
got the Panthers, the goddamn Hornets.
You know what I mean? So like,
was it Carolina Predators? The hockey team? Ain't there a hockey team?
Nah, that's
there's a hockey team there.
I don't know.
Hockey team.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Are you a big basketball fan?
Yeah.
Are you tapped in? I mean, I know Kemba Walker's about to be a free agent.
Yeah,
they're saying he might leave the Hornets. Have you is that something where you you hit him like, hey dog, stay in the city needs you?
I mean, hey man, we rebuilding anyways, so you know what I mean. Whatever he do, I fuck with him regardless.
Have you ran into Jordan at all in town?
Man, nah, I ain't ran into Jordan.
I feel like you have.
Jordan don't be in the city.
He don't.
Nah, I ain't ran into him though. You know what I mean? I ain't ran into him. I probably ain't in the right places.
Yo, you gotta go where they sell really baggy pants.
That's right.
You ever see Jordan look like he's wearing fucking Jinko jeans?
Boy like that. They'll do it. Look what I got on. Sponsorships. So fuck.
I got the Pippins on.
Yo, he got
Look, fuck what they talking about.
I love Jordan.
Fuck with me.
I love Jordan.
Hey, he like fuck that. You trying to fuck up the check?
He just gotta get a tailor for his jeans, man.
Fuck with me.
I'm saying.
Hey, speaking of which, you getting you doing well for yourself.
I'm all right. I ain't got nothing going on.
Nah, you doing well for yourself.
Like,
you doing well.
Get some money.
Hey. What's something that you probably bought or purchased that you kind of like, you know what, I probably should have did better.
I should have did better.
Yeah, you probably should have not spent your money on that.
Irresponsible.
I ain't felt that way yet.
Really?
Buy.
Nah, I ain't felt that way yet. You know what I mean?
You blow bags.
I got this shit out the mud, like so. It's different. You know what I mean? I went broke 100 times. You know what I mean? Like,
what's the biggest L you've taken?
I put it all on the line, put it all back into it like 100 times. So, like, even when I got that bag, like I still, and I got that bag, you know what I mean? It's SCMG and it's scope. I got that bag, so
What's the biggest L you've taken as far as like
the biggest
before that big bag? Yeah, like in dollars, like in money, like
the biggest L.
He got nothing to say, man. Listen,
right.
bro, we already talked to him about the street shit. We ain't going there.
Them hurt too. You done made me.
You gotta listen to that.
Now I'm over here reminiscing.
Right. Now you. He's like, I don't even want to think about it. You gonna get mad all over again.
That's in the what album is what you call on? Back on my Baby Jesus shit. That's the album.
Okay.
Got that answer to that
The
question.
answer to that question.
Okay, bet.
We doing baby trivia.
Okay, bet.
We doing baby trivia.
It's lit, man. I'm glad to see everybody's finally coming around on you, bro.
Yeah, but
I've been seeing the grind.
It was time for it. You know what I mean? Now it's time to shake shit up. You know what I mean? It's time to shake shit.
Hey, you got Offset on the album.
Yeah, we shooting a video tomorrow.
Did y'all do that together? I
did that when I was out in LA. I think I didn't see all that time. I was out in LA though. I was working on the Baby on Baby project. I was recording that shit, and I was at the studio. I was burnt out. I was tired as hell. It was like 3. Like 3 in the morning, I left the studio. I get back to the hotel room. I was like 30 minutes away from it. Get back to the hotel room. I check my phone while I'm laying down. I was about to knock out, and I see Offset DM me. He like, your shit too hard. Where you at? You in L.A.? I'm like, hell yeah. And he like, what's up? What you on? I like, just left the studio, finna lay it down. He's LOL, I'm on the way to the studio.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
So he pulled up.
So I'm like, yeah, got me fucked up. Sent address. He sent it, pulled up.
And that's how I went.
So you guys got in.
That's dope, bro.
That don't happen a lot these days.
No.
And that bitch to like 8 in the morning. And then
I saw
left.
some real genuine
I
shit
left,
too.
He kept recording. And I left and went to a meeting with Interscope.
That's fucking dope. Offset only DMing 2 people.
Tired as hell.
He only DMing you and Chris Brown, and Chris Brown's wasn't as pleasant as yours.
Man. He ain't think about that.
Yeah, no, I think that's dope because, you know, nowadays I feel like most rap collaborations aren't very organic. You know what I'm saying? It's
sure.
more about politics and clout and shit and the fact that, like, he fucked with you and reached out, especially someone like Offset on his level. He ain't just hopping on a lot of people's shit.
Right, and this was, you got to keep in mind, this was in, like, December. This was in, like, when did I do that? When I do that record? That was, like, December.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. So,
did you have to pay for the Offset verse?
Going on.
Or was it a swap?
It was a swap.
That's a beautiful thing,
That's
man.
dope, bro.
Yeah, so shout out to my boy.
Shout out to that
We
guy.
went crazy with that one.
Shout out to Offset, man. Hey, shout out to you. The album is out. You got 2
Babysitter,
albums.
Going crazy. Baby
2
on
albums
baby.
in the last like
Babysitter's
5
my
months.
pick. Babysitter's my
Video
choice.
tomorrow. That's gonna be crazy.
The whole album is crazy.
Appreciate
It's
it.
a whole album of singles,
Best
bro.
shit, hardest album out.
You can't just
and it was
kinda
really a
press play on
mixtape.
it.
Pony Suge.
That was really a mixtape.
I mean, listen, bro.
So you was gonna give it away?
What do you
It was
mean?
a
Everything's
mixtape.
given away that nowadays.
It really is.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean? But it was just time.
Hey, how like now that you're on like a little bit more?
I just signed a deal. I'm on.
You just signed.
Yeah.
Tell me about your South by Southwest experience this year as
I
opposed to
went down wall to wall.
a
You
few
know what I
years
mean?
because you know
Every show.
you've seen every level of South by.
I really have. You know what I mean? I really have. So, you know, it was dope. Yeah, it was real big. Like I ain't really have to, you know, wing it.
Right.
I ain't had time to wing it.
That's
You know
dope.
what I'm
man.
saying? I ain't even had time to go do like what I would typically go down there and do. And that's effective too, but like rocked out, like was booked like the last night we had like 4 shows within like a 2-hour time period. Like all them shits was like to capacity.
You know,
dope,
I saw
bro.
you. I think you
going
headlined the
crazy.
Rolling Loud shit, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I saw that shit.
Crazy.
No, like you said, like a lot of up and coming artists, they'll just pull up the South by and just figure it out.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like we gonna, like you said, wing it. You know what I mean?
Real
And
talk.
it's dope to see somebody who, because I used to do a lot of showcases out there, and I know the grind of South by, man.
Totally different experience than the
Yeah, it's
diaper.
dope.
Hey, so
Definitely
real quick, last thing. When you did the diaper thing, like
Right.
what was the thought process going into that?
These bitches gonna love me in this motherfucking diaper. They
Okay.
gonna go crazy. That's what they did too.
Did they go crazy?
Yeah.
It's lit.
Okay.
Well, yo,
What's up?
go support the
fuck
album.
with the album.
Baby on
bro.
baby.
I fuck with it.
It's the best album of 2019.
No cap.
That's a fact, bro.
No cap.
Until he dropped the next one.
Shout out to everybody else who's dropped this year. There's some good albums, like shout out to 2 Chainz, but yo, your album is better than everybody's this year.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it.
No cap.
No cap, man. Go fuck with
Shout
it.
out to all y'all albums though.
It's Real 92.3. Boom.
Shout out to all y'all albums.